We want to make sure that our general public understands that we are here to protect you. And someone's Second Amendment right should not supersede someone's ability to feel safe within a public setting, knowing that officials who are licensed to be able to carry a gun as part of their jobs may be able to carry them, but not just your average citizen. And so I, in my opinion, believe guns create more problems than they solve. And given where we are with national rhetoric and with this Supreme Court in particular, that I believe has taken an extreme view of the Second Amendment, I believe that this will lead, unfortunately, to more guns being in our community. And there was some reporting just as recently as this weekend that there has been a spike in the number of people requesting permits to be able to purchase weapons and then carry them in a concealed format. I don't believe more guns is the solution. And this bill, I believe, is a reasonable approach to ensure that in our community, we keep our residents safe.
We just had a shooting, of course, last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, because it happened at 5 o'clock in the afternoon in the Briggs Cheney area in Montgomery County. That, literally 60 rounds were fired in that parking lot. And it just shows you that gun violence has become sort of the norm, which is not, I think, where we need to be in today's environment. And so there are grave concerns about individuals who would have a greater option of actually carrying their weapons. We've seen increases in road rage throughout the county. That has started with the presence of guns being involved in these types of incidents. And I think that's another example of where people's tempers sometimes get the best of them. And then therefore they believe that the answer to the solving of any of that, those types of altercations begins with a gun being displayed or in fact being fired at someone. And then I think that's very disturbing. So we are willing to work with Council President Albornoz in order to look at this bill and look at it from a standpoint of it being more effective than anything that would cause some concern of safety throughout our community.
Bruin does allow for restrictions to be placed as to specific areas where you are permitted to wear or carry a handgun. And I think this bill, as proposed by the council president, is consistent with that. I think within the opinion itself, they talked about schools, government buildings, churches, synagogues as typical places we could potentially see the legislature broadening protections and restricting where these guns are used. I am totally aware, as the council president has pointed out, that we have limited authority at the local level to regulate this area. I think that what is being proposed here as a middle ground stopgap measure is probably the most we can do here at the local level. We were going to have to turn to our state legislature for broader controls across the state.
If you find our videos useful to you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.